everybody! Today's drawing video is Boba Fett from Star Wars' Book of Boba Fett. Make sure to get your dot-to-dot printable template in the description below to follow along with me, get your art supplies, and let's get drawing! So with your marker, you're going to start here at number 1 and curve all the way around to number 5. Now I'm going to start at number 3 and I'm going to work in 2 directions just because it's easier for me. And there we go. Now I take my ruler and I'm going from number 5 straight through all the way to number 7. And we're going to take my ruler and go do straight lines all the way around back to number 1. So this is really easy. Now from number 5, you're going to draw a curve all the way to number 1. Or 1 to 5, whichever direction you want to go. Just a nice easy curve. Now we're going to do another curve just below the one we just did right here. And come down from 5 just a bit. And we're not going to the end, we're going to go in set and we're going to do a curve all the way and just stop short of the other end. Now 2 small straight lines. Now with my ruler, I'm going to connect between the little tick mark we just made and somewhere between 12 and 13. And then I'm going to stop right here about in line with number 9. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, connecting to number 10. Now for Boba Fett's cheeks, we're going to start at number 6 and curve to number 8. Just like this. Now you're going just past number 7 and we're going to make an oval and connect back to the line that we just made. And then a little partial line at number 6. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and you're going to go from 13 and curve down to 11, or 11 to 13 if you want. And then just before number 12, you're curving up and you're going to connect to that line. Make sure to keep your lines even. And then one more line at 13. Now at number 1, you're taking your ruler and you're angling it downward. No, something like this. And we're going to angle up at about the same angle at number 12. And then we're going to connect the lines together. And the lines shouldn't be straight, they should be in line with the edge of the helmet. Something like this. And now we're going to make the antenna on the left side. So curving upwards from number 7, and then curving up again. And now I'm not doing a straight line, I'm using the same angle as the edge of his helmet. And I'm going up just past number 5. And I'm going to connect it back to the helmet. There. Now for the antenna portion, we're going to be going all the way up and then coming out, and the antenna is going to be up here. So up to the left a bit, up here, and then keeping the lines as parallel as possible. Whoops, I think I went a little bit too far. And now for the receiver part of the antenna. It's time to color, so grab your markers. I used 3 different greens on this picture, light, medium, and dark. And I like to work from light to dark because what I can do is always layer the colors on top of each other. If I'm not happy with how it looks, I can keep on layering to get it darker and smoother. For the antenna, I used a light yellow, and what I'm going to do is have a light gray to use for shadows. But if you don't have grays to use, you can always use the same color of that light yellow and layer it over top of itself to create darker areas to give you the idea of shadows. For the trim piece on his helmet, I've got a light red I'm using. I've also got a dark one for some shadows later as well. Boba Fett's visor and receiver, I'm using a medium gray because it's actually going to be the highlight, and I'm going to add black around it later. Now that my base color is done, I move towards my darker colors to work on shadows. The first layer of colors we put down are really the highlights. Now we're moving towards the midtones and then shadows. If you've watched the series, you'll know Boba Fett's helmet actually has a dent in it, so make sure to add that as well. If you're liking this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And also check out my channel and subscribe so you can see all of my other Connect the Dot drawing videos. And now we're going to be adding some details to the antenna and then some shadows to the picture. Boba Fett's helmet is pretty banged up from battle use, so I take my white acrylic marker and I'm drawing scratch lines all over his helmet to make it look like it's been worn. We don't want the helmet to look pretty. Now is the time to add any finishing touches. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed drawing and coloring with me, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!